sure if, I finished the game. In terms of the multiplayer, I didn't care for it actually, to be honest. So I'm hoping that I did finish the game. You should tell me. If I'm honest, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did, yeah. There's a lot of DLC for this, isn't there? I hate that, especially when you 100% a game and then it releases DLC and you already moved on to other games and you have to come back and try and clean it up. But I am not obsessed with, 100%. Sometimes I just prefer to get the platinum and move on to other games, and sometimes I don't even go for the platinum depending on how much I enjoy the game, because I have to enjoy the game if I go for the platinum. I'm not really one of those people who just go for platinum trophies in games that I don't enjoy, although I do have a few platinums in questionable games, which you will see. And another terrible game in my opinion, especially compared to its predecessors, which were, fantastic. Killzone Shadowfall. I got it for Christmas, I remember, and I just could not get into it at all. It was just really hard to play. The story didn't grab me. I just didn't want to play it, and I 6%. I did not care for it at all. Yeah, let me know if you liked it. I just couldn't get into it. Lego Marvel Superheroes. I don't really play Lego games much, but this I remember at the time. I did enjoy it somewhat. Yeah, pretty fun, to be honest. You can roam around. The platinum trophies are quite easy for these games, but they tend to take a long time to, collect everything you need to collect. Outlast. This game's scary. I think the DLC is even scary. Whistleblower. I used to basically what I used to do. Me and my friend, he used to sleep at my house, and we used to put it on. And when we used to put it on, we used to do taking turns of the controller to see who could get the furthest, and whatever. And I think it's the DLC, and the guy in it with the scissors or the shears. I think it's the DLC. Or is it in the main game? I can't remember. I think it's the main game. Sorry, I'm getting it confused. But oh man, it used to scare the crap out of me. And then you had the big fella as well. I can't remember his name. What was his name? Walker. I think his name's Walker. But yeah, good games. Good game and good DLC, I guess. I'm not going to talk about FIFA. It's football. The Last of Us. Interestingly, I haven't just got 3% on that. I played it on a different account, and I didn't get the platinum trophy, of course, but I finished this a couple of times. Really good game. Got the remaster on PS5 as well. Millennium Duels. Soul Calibur was pretty fun as well. Another FIFA game. I don't really tend to play FIFAs anymore. I love football, don't get me wrong. Just not the games. Watch Dogs just didn't. Another game that just didn't sit with me. So yeah, don't know why I played this pinball game, but yeah, I wasn't really interested at this point in time for trophies. So it was more just playing FIFA and stuff. Tekken Revolution. I remember playing this actually. I've always played the Tekken games. I remember having Tekken Tag Team Tournament 2, I think it is, on PSP or whatever. Played them on PS1 as well. Revelations. I finished it on another account. See, a lot of these are on this account, but I finished them on another account because this was a newer account at the time. So yeah, this one that was Lord of the Rings Conquest. I remember that being a game that I just didn't get into. I don't think I loved the ones on PS2, Return of the King and Two Towers, and even the Hobbit games and Fellowship. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, played through that on another account, same as Devil May Cry, which was fantastic because I had the HD collection. So a lot of these PS3 games were played on a different account, and then what I must have done is put them in on my newer account and tried to start new games or something along the lines. I'm a massive Borderlands fan, if you didn't know, and I should have the platinum trophy for these, but I wasn't really actively trophy hunting. It was more just for playing the game and having fun. Spent countless hours in these games, and Borderlands 2 is one of the best villains in all of video games, in my opinion, in Handsome Jack. So yeah, really fantastic villain. Absolutely loved the games, so much replayability, and the pre-sequel was fun somewhat, just not as good as the other games. Borderlands 4 has just been announced as well recently, so that's cool. Resident Evil Revelations 2, I didn't get into that, but Resident Evil 6, unpopular opinion, I really liked 6. Obviously nowhere near as much as some of the other games that came after and before it. I think obviously one as as a nostalgic sort of take, I love Resi 1, and they updated it as well, so that's nice. And there's rumours of a remaster or remake. Sorry. I think Resi 2 was great and 3. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, all great games, and 4 is my favourite out of them all. The remake was great too. 5 is decent, but yeah, 7 and 8 sort of got it back on track. It's interesting to see what they're going to do in 9. Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. I could delete it if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. I just remember probably starting it and then just not playing it, or just not getting any of the trophies. Overlord 2 was one that I wanted the platinum for, but I could never do it. I didn't really go for the trophies at the time, but killed Darth Vader to turn her into Ghost Faye. Yeah, I remember it being quite a tricky game back then. Far Cry 2, I know that platinum's quite hard to get. What's the percentage? Yeah, I didn't like it though, so I didn't really care for it. Dragon Age Origins, played it for a little bit, I think. Didn't get too far. Same as Dishonored. Fallout New Vegas, I loved that game. Great game. I played it mostly on PC though, my dad's PC, with mods. Evil Within, Ninokuni Wrath of White Witch, which I need to go back to. This was the GTA 5 era, so I wasn't really interested in much else. So all the PS3 games were shelved. And yeah, that's interesting that I only got 5%. It's probably because I played so much multiplayer. That's probably why. Dark Souls 2, I'm surprised it's that high, to be honest. I've got the platinum for it in the Scholar of the First Sin. It's interesting. Did quite a lot, didn't I? I love Dark Souls games. The Souls series, 15 to 50. Destiny. Oh my god, the amount of hours I've got on this, it's crazy. I used to play this all the time, man. Got the platinum for the second one as well. Pre-sequel, here we go. There's the platinum trophy. We didn't get 100% though. I would say I'd go back to it, but maybe not, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't really do the 100% for a lot of the games. I didn't finish Syndicate. I played it for as stubborn as got through it. Oh god, I could do a whole video on Skyrim. I got the platinum for the PS4 and PS4 versions, but didn't play it for the trophies back then, so I did that just off getting them randomly, just playing the game. Because I used to I had like 20 characters on this, played it on PC as well. Used to do crazy things on there. Yeah, a lot of fun. Diablo 3 platinum trophy for that. That's a massive time sink. I played that loads. Literally, I remember playing it in the into the early hours of the morning. Just you forget what the time is. Back then, I was just engrossed in playing it so much. Yeah, Diablo 4 didn't really play much. I own it, but I just I haven't really cared for it. Just I played Path of Exile 2, which came out as the beta version, so I'm playing that currently. But anyway, the Binding of Isaac is great, but the platinum trophy can do one. Resi 4, my favourite in the series. I love it. Leon S. Kennedy. Mortal Kombat X. Very, very brutal fighting game. Not a big fighting game person, but I do appreciate a good fighter. Like, I'm more of a Tekken player, but I still enjoyed it. Far Cry 4, fantastic villain, Pagan Min. Didn't get the platinum, but probably could if I go back to it. Neverwinter was, I don't know, can't remember actually. Elder Scrolls Online, I just didn't get into it. MMO, you have to sink a lot of time into it, and I just didn't care. Little Big Planet 3 was really fun, a lot of nostalgia. Back on the PS3, I played the first one, and remember playing it with the family, creating levels and stuff. So yeah, pretty fun. FIFA 17, Grand Theft Auto 5 when it came to the next gen console at the time, which was PS4. Dishonored 2, I don't think I completed it because I didn't enjoy it. Final Fantasy 15 was fantastic. I'm being biased because I do love Final Fantasy, one of my favourite series of games of all time. So Noctis and Gang, Noctis, Prompto, Ignis, Gladiolus, and what? I'm missing one. No, I'm not. Am I? No, terrible. I can't remember. That's gonna blow my mind now. But anyway, Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, the platinum's quite straightforward, to be honest, and Halo is fantastic and one of the best exclusives at the time. Of course, you can play it on PC now and stuff, but yeah, funny enough, this isn't one of my favourite Final Fantasy games. I enjoyed it, but just didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of the other ones, and probably got to go back to it at some point. Digimon Cyber Sleuth. It was interesting, but I stopped playing it. I used to play Digimon World, and that was great back on PS1. 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die is a very fun game. Sandbox, survival, zombies. Build a base. It's good with friends. Not really that enjoyable on your own. They actually moved it to PC and still work on it now, so fair play to them for continuing to sort of develop it and make it a better game, because it was full of bugs, but still enjoyable. Ratchet and Clank is one of those games that you've had to have played because there's so many of them on the PlayStation, and I do love a bit of Ratchet and Clank. So yeah, I was glad to get that. And the Nioh's good. Yeah, Nioh's fantastic. Souls-like in a way, but totally different. And it's quite difficult, to be honest, very challenging. I can't remember what the platinum percentage is. 2.9, so not too low, but you know, still a good one to have. There's the rest of the Uncharted on the collection. I am upset that I didn't go through with this, but I stopped playing it because other games at the time came around. Fallout 4, one of my favourite Fallout games besides New Vegas. The settlement building was great, and a great addition to the game. Apart from, you know, a certain somebody who keeps telling you to help the Minutemen, Preston Garvey. Yeah, I'm talking about you, mate. Yes, I'm talking about you. Battle Ages, Abbey Dungeons, just can't remember them if I'm honest. Dead Island, didn't really care for Dead Island game either, to be honest. I loved Wolfenstein though. What's the percentage on this? It's quite low actually. Yeah, great. Not getting the melee, but I'm on for the second one though. Middle Earth, Shadow of War, fantastic game, and you know, it captures the world of, you know, it's obviously not set at the same time as the actual Lord of the Rings game, or events of Lord of the Rings, but follows a different story, the same sort of world. So yeah, I would love to get the platinum on Persona 5, but it's a ball ache. So Royal's probably the best bet to do it on. Who knows? Could go back there eventually, but started as a PS3 game, went to PS4. And they just bought out what is it called? Metaphor Fantasia, whatever it's called, which is like a more medieval fantasy style Persona game, which is interesting. I'll have to, you know, have a look at getting maybe at some point in time. Oh, this has just reminded me that Wilds isn't far from releasing, and so much is happening at the moment. You've got the Nintendo Switch 2 being announced, and me and my son were watching the video earlier, and we was like, oh man, what is going on? There's so much stuff coming out, and games coming out, and just not enough time to play all of them. It's, you know how it is. But yeah, Monster Hunter World was fantastic, and is fantastic. Iceborne was the expansion for it, which added a lot of monsters, and yeah, great game. I got a lot of time sunk into that, and I would probably do the same with Wilds, but maybe not be able to get as much time in it. Terra was an online massive multiplayer online game, I think, if I remember correctly. That's gonna be a long platinum trophy to get, I reckon. I was so close on World. It was the crown